more policemen here than there normally would be. And the stop and search has been on for hours for people who are entering into the National Assembly and for those who are just driving past this Democracy Avenue. And of course, every talk here is about whether the suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan will be showing up here. There are feelers that she will be here soon. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing what happens when she does get here. Remember that the Senate has urged her not to resume, saying that that interpretation of the court order is wrong on her part, and of course that there is no order from the court saying that she should be resuming today. But there are a few things that we need to understand. The Senate will be going on plenary in a few days, and they will be away for about 2 months. And in those 2 months, it's expected that this suspension of the suspended senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, will be over by those 2 months. So we don't know if that's what the plan is, but we do hear that she will be here. We don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. We hear it's going to be soon.
I don't know what's going on. One Nigerian is one Nigerian than any Nigerian. We are all the same. This injustice will not be sufficient. They've locked the gate. Walking back from we're not all going together. Yes, it's walking. They've locked the gate. Walking back from we're not all going together. Yes, it's walking.
Well, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, as you can see behind me, has come down from her car and proceeded to walk into the National Assembly on foot. And the journalists are following her to see how this all unfolds. Remember, her convoy was stopped at the gate of the National Assembly. And now she came down. They threatened the security to stop her, and no one was able to stop her. And now she's making her way on foot into the National Assembly. And we're watching to see how it all unfolds when she gets there.
This saga between Natasha Akpoti and the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Senate leadership is not going anywhere anytime soon. Whether or not Natasha comes back today or 2 months later after the plenary is over, it's not going anywhere anytime soon because Akpabio wants to pull all strings possible to show that he's in charge. But Natasha is showing Godswill Akpabio who the real boss is. She's telling Akpabio, I'm your boss. The Nigerian people are your boss. Come rain or shine, put all the security you want. I will show up. Because the court judgment is clear, whether it's advisory or not. I am going to show up for my people and I'm going to represent my people. You know, and go for your plenary. 2 months is over. You come back, you want to say you won. It doesn't matter. But for this time, I'm the boss. This is my reading of what is going on with Natasha's head. Because I'm saying, when I'm looking at this entire event play out, I see a Godswill Akpabio or the Senate leadership and have turned the Nigerian Senate into a spectacle of disgrace, a spectacle of national disgrace, an open display of incompetence and disregard for the rule of law. That's what I see when I see how much Akpabio is doing just to make sure Natasha never comes back to the Senate, at least within the next 6 months of within the 6 month period of her suspension. It just lets me understand that this man wants to win by all means, so that he can brag and say we suspended her and then she didn't show up for 6 months, so we have a right. If the Nigerian constitution never permits and never allows even a president to suspend a councillor, forget about the contraption of what happened in the River State, the coup that happened in River State, that the Senate appended their signature to, let Bola Tinubu carry out what he did to River State. Something that even Shetima has come to say that the president does not have a right to suspend a sitting elected governor, let alone a councillor. If the president does not have a right to do that, do you think you have a right, no matter what your standings are in the Senate, do you think you have a right to suspend a sitting senator? No. You can take away assignments from her, make her just useless within the Senate, but you cannot suspend her. She can listen and she can contribute so that she can represent her people properly. But to say you're suspending her, that's where the contraption is. That's where the illegitimacy is. Listen, this brings to mind the words of Femi Falana, one of these legal luminaries we have in Nigeria, when he said that we have, big men, leaders who have no respect for the rule of law. That's what he's displaying here right now. If you believe that the court ruling is advisory, not binding, then go and challenge it. But in the meantime, she has to come to work. You cannot tell her to wait that you're challenging it and you have your own interpretation. She has her own interpretation. If you think there's something wrong, go back to the court and let the court clarify what they've said. But yet you're telling her it's not binding, but she's reading a different way. Another thing that brings to mind is our judiciary system. It is one of the most corrupt judiciary you can find in the world, and they've become the biggest problem we've had. Our judiciary enabled the corruption that we've seen or we're seeing in our political system today, all over Nigeria. Simple judgment, just say you do not have a right to suspend her. That suspension is illegal. Cancel it. Tell her go back to work. Simple, binding, go. Everything done. The Nigerian student will write English as though they created the word English. The same thing they did with Labour Party. Make this ruling clean and clear for everybody to read. You put all the grammar in there to cause more confusion. And today, Labour Party is still in confusion. The same thing with the PDP National Secretary fight and Chairman fight. Exactly the same thing. Our judiciary has become a problem in our system. That the judiciary needs revamping. But again, when you look at what Natasha has done, the precedence of the steps that she's taken will embolden any other senator who will ever find themselves faced with issues like this, where they want to be suspended by whoever the senator that is leading the Senate is, or the Senate President, as the case may be. They can take both steps like this and defy the Senate President, because the Senate President is the same as elected as they were also elected. They are equals. He was only just elected by his mates to say, guide the process of our Senate proceedings. He does not empower you to suspend her and then remove all of our aids from her. So I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing. I don't know about you, but I'm happy, that she's showing Akpabio who the real boss is. She's telling Senator Akpabio, I am your boss no matter what. Try whatever you want to try. The Nigerian people are with me. The Nigerian people are your boss. I am the boss because I represent Nigerian people. You don't represent them. Do your worst. I know you're going to be going for plenary then for next you're going to go on recess for 2 months. By the time you guys come back from the recess, our suspension would have been over. But she's saying, regardless, I will come today. I will come today. I've chosen my time to come is on my own terms. You do your worst. Lock everywhere. But I'm going to show the world how incompetent you are. How disgraceful you've turned the Nigerian Senate into. These are the kind of thinking that's coming through in Senator Natasha's head. And Nigerians are liking it. You check it out all over social media. Nigerians will react to it, and they will talk about Senator Akpabio as incompetent, because it's incompetence for you to have the president come into the people's house and you're there singing on his mandate. You stand while you're supposed to be check and balancing the things that the president wants to do, the executive wants to do. That's why as I said, I think that this display of this disgrace, or open display of disgrace, national disgrace that the 10th Senate has turned Nigeria into, is something that we should never have in our system anymore. We should only have people that are competent become Senate leaders, or in leadership position within the Senate, and obviously in the executive as well, and every other area. So, what do you make of what Natasha Akpoti has done? What do you make of this bold step she took to let the Senate president know, you're not the boss of me, I'm the boss of you? And see the way she's working gallantly. See Aisha Yesufu. Look at Mama P. Look at Randy Peter Aka. Look at them. Nigerian people are not saying, we're not folding our hands anymore. We are making sure that we speak up so that these politicians can understand that now there's citizen participation. No more dulling anymore. So put your thoughts, put your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, importantly, subscribe if you've not done so. I recommend this channel to others. I will catch you up in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.